Bonjour YouTube et bienvenue dans ce petit nouveau jeu Before Your Eyes. Petit jeu qui va pas nous prendre bien longtemps mais qui est une expérience assez inédite apparemment qui va nous faire pleurer de joie et de tristesse. Je vous en dis pas plus mais on traverse vite fait la vie de quelqu'un à travers des clignements d'yeux. Dès qu'on cligne des yeux on passe du temps, de ce que j'ai compris. Et on peut utiliser le clic de la souris. La caméra. C'est très fort là, non? Peut-être pas, je sais pas. Du coup, voilà. Activer le flux de caméra sur l'écran. On verra. On va utiliser la souris pour l'instant, puis on verra. C'est parti. En fait, j'ai pas de retour. Du coup, oui, vas-y, parfait. Tu peux jouer, vas-y, pas de problème. Le jeu utilise la détection oculaire comme mode d'interaction principal. Sélectionnez votre webcam. Bah, c'est ma webcam du coup. J'espère que je vais pas trop cacher les textes, faudra que je surveille. Je te dirai si c'est trop fort, ok. Parce que du coup, moi j'ai l'habitude d'avoir un retour sonore. Mais vu que là le jeu est plus fort que ma voix, bah j'ai pas l'impression de parler. On va jouer avec la caméra. Alors, avec la caméra activée, le jeu capturera et suivra les données numériques de vos clignements d'yeux pour améliorer votre expérience de jeu. Ces données ne sont en aucun cas sauvegardées, partagées ou enregistrées à des fins autres que la sauvegarde locale des paramètres de détection de vos yeux. En activant votre caméra, vous acceptez ceci. Si vous ne possédez pas de caméra ou si vous désactivez votre caméra, il est possible de jouer sans détection des yeux. Vous pouvez choisir de jouer. On va jouer avec, on va essayer de jouer avec la caméra. J'espère que ça va pas foutre le bordel sur le stream et que je vais pas skip le jeu parce que j'ai fait le test, comme je disais avant de lancer. Quand on me dit de pas cligner des yeux, instinctivement je cligne des yeux. C'est comme ça. Donc on va essayer. Surtout que le jeu il dure à peu près 2 heures. Compliqué. Portez-vous des lunettes. Tiens, j'aurais dû mettre des lunettes noires, comme ça ils pourraient jamais voir quand je cligne des yeux. Assurez-vous que votre visage est éclairé uniformément et que vos yeux sont visibles. Bon, j'avais ma lumière. Même si ça va rien changer, mais... Vous savez, vous me voyez le jeu là? Positionnez votre visage pour que la boîte reste verte. Et je me vois même pas. Positionnez votre visage pour que la boîte reste verte. Le cercle en dessous devrait se remplir lorsque vous clignez des yeux. Je cligne des yeux. Mais je me vois pas, on est d'accord là? Je suis censé me voir? Je crois elle est utilisée par un milliard de trucs, ma cam, du coup ça marche pas. On ne te voit pas. Moi non plus je me vois pas. Hein. C'est triste. Ça marche pas. Parce que je suis en stream que ça marche pas? Ça me fait chier. Quitter. Allez hop, fin du jeu. On va faire 100 et on va essayer de pas cligner les yeux quand même. Parce que je sais pas pourquoi ça marche pas. On va pas se prendre la tête. Je vais cliquer quand je cligne des yeux. J'avais envie d'essayer quand même.
It's mine.
Well, hello there, stranger. Whew. You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I ask you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with.
J'ai baissé un peu parce que...
So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you. If that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here.
Attends, par contre, pourquoi le texte il est flou comme ça? C'est quoi ces résolutions bizarres déjà? Ah ok, voilà. Ça va être mieux déjà là.
You remember blinking,
Ok.
don't you? That thing you did 30...
J'ai envie de réessayer. Calibrage webcam. C'est ma webcam. Mais le truc c'est que si je la mets pas sur... Attendez, si je l'enlève ici, imaginons. Je m'enlève ici. Et que je me remets là. Ouais non, ça bug. Rebonjour. On va faire ça. C'est vrai que c'est un peu con parce que j'avais envie de cligner les yeux en même temps que le jeu. Mais je pense que là pour l'instant on est triste, mais sur la fin on va être content parce que ça apparemment c'est genre super long de tenir sans cligner les yeux pendant tout le jeu.
Would you do it already? My arm's getting tired.
Pardon monsieur.
Ooh, well look at that. You're a blinking genius. Yeah, I knew you were special. You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you. See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? Better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up. Now you see that tower out there? Big scary one? That's where I'm taking you.
Imaginez en VR,
to
ça
see
doit être
the
marrant.
gatekeeper. To be judged. I'm gonna present your case. Tell her the whole story of your entire life, from proud to stern. Now if she's impressed, I get paid the big coin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. Oh, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts. Unsatisfactory. Clock watchers. I got some words for you.
Faites-moi sortir.
Sorry you had to hear that.
Pas en couille déjà. Tell
So
me my
sure,
story.
Maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great.
Il lui manque une oreille.
So, just think back to the very beginning, the first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, all right?
Oui, chef.
Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time.
Oh.
Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Now, don't be afraid, and don't try to fight it. The thing to remember about blinking is, well, it's only a matter of time.
Je ne cligne pas des yeux.
I'm touched you enjoy my company. I really am. But I'll have to ask you to have some respect for the process here. There is a dry eye in the house. 2 of them. And they belong to this
J'ai mal
guy
aux yeux.
right here. No, really, man. I need you to blink.
Encore.
If I were your eyes, I'd just be pissed at this point.
Ok.
And just try to enjoy it this time.
Oh.
Look at that sun.
Look at the sun.
We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us. Why are you smiling like that? You must really like it out here, huh? Well, I get that. I like it too.
On peut cligner des yeux, on en profite.
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
J'ai cliqué sur la souris, il se passe rien, donc on peut cligner des yeux.
You
But-
see that big spiky plant over there?
Non?
That's called an agave.
Agave.
11 years from now, that plant will die so it can give birth to this tall, amazing tree, covered in flowers. We'll have to keep our eyes on that one. The day really slipped away, didn't it?
De ouf.
Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess. Now, where's the first page of my piece? I can't find it anywhere. Did I put it in here? No.
J'ai mal aux yeux. Oh, salope de mouette. Ah.
Okay. Go ahead, kid.
Allez, Richard.
Look at that. There's your little hand.
Où suis-je?
We have to make him do this every birthday.
Benny.
That's a great idea.
1 years old. Ok, c'est mon anniversaire.
To see how he grows? Man, the zoom on this thing is fantastic.
Ça pique, hein. Ouais, ça pique.
Ça pique.
On joue le jeu, on appuie dès qu'on a mal aux yeux. Hein. Oh, elle est morte.
You
Ah,
want to play along with mommy, don't you? Give it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough. Now, where was I?
Ha ha ha.
Sounds good, honey.
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well,
What
sounds
remains of Edith
pretty
Finch?
Perfect to me.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what do you like about it?
Where is la grenouille?
What do I like about
Ah, c'est moi qui le dirige.
it? I like the music.
That's very specific.
Nous allons tout détruire.
I also like the person playing it.
Yeah,
Ah, tiens,
I'm worried that
on va voir la grenouille et tout là. Ya. Can I destroy all the bubbles? C'est difficilement contrôlable. Hein. Ça va, si on attend trop longtemps, il se passera non plus, donc je pense qu'on peut quand même skip pas mal. Petit Grégory dans son... Oula! Ah oui, il s'appelle Grégory aussi dans le jeu. Je crois que c'était une blague par rapport au petit Grégory. Bon, c'est le cas.
I don't know. Probably solving the problems in the universe.
A boat!
So,
Ha ha ha.
you're smart.
I don't see why not. I mean, we're both pretty smart.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's going to be.
I destroyed
Necessarily.
everything.
You're right. No,
Je vous entends, hein. Je sais pas où vous êtes,
you're
mais...
right. You know, it doesn't really matter, I guess, whether he's smart or not. As long as he's happy.
As long as
Oh,
you're
yeah,
happy.
I mean... No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think
Ok,
it
ok,
was.
ok, je dessine, vous êtes pas prêts.
Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection
Putain, j'allais dire, il est matrixé par les bateaux. Bon, voilà, c'est encore un bateau.
Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this.
Waouh!
Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a
Oh,
lot.
ça devient flou. C'est stylé ça. Salut.
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
T'as vu, hein? Moche!
Hey, we do not throw things in this house. If you're mad that you aren't good enough yet, you'll just have to keep working at it.
Bon, bah, on n'a pas le droit alors.
You know, one day you'll be able to paint exactly what you have in your head. You'll be a real artist.
Pas comme ta pauvre mère, il y avait marqué, c'est pas moi qui l'ai dit. Hein. Scrapbook. Ludwig van Beethoven. Pocomoto. Baby grand piano.
See?
Ça, c'était
That
mon
used to
piano.
be my piano. My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it.
Maman.
God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first.
On a fait une école de musique. First Unitarian Universal Church. Chaud.
I think he hoped to make it further than conducting the high school choir. Never said anything though. He was what you might call.
J'ai cligné des yeux, mais j'ai
strong
envie
silent.
d'écouter, moi. Je veux savoir.
Can you believe I grew up in the snow? And I came all the way out here to the beach. I don't even know how I got here. Your dad got his job and I just
Je triche.
came with him,
Je veux voir la suite.
like a human suitcase.
Ouais, plus de page.
Okay, Benny.
Ben.
Are you ready to see something really special?
Yes.
I just don't want him to get attached.
Ça bouge. C'est un animal. Et...
Richard,
What?
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Pourquoi il a un œil en moins, Bébou, là?
Can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him. But while he's here, I
Henry.
call him Ernie. Little Ernie fits him, doesn't it?
Oh, he's so cute.
He's so sweet. I think someone likes his new cat.
Richard,
What?
his cat?
What? Yeah, I just mean for now. Of course, we're not going to keep him.
Right. I believe that. I know where this is going.
For now, honey.
Bon, on va le garder lui.
But another thing I'll just say quickly. You build up a resistance to allergies over time. So what you're allergic to now, like that's why an allergy shot to give you what you're allergic to. So he's like a human allergy shot full of love with one eye.
Il les est beau, hein.
Just considering.
I just know a month from now.
Haha. Tes souhaits. Tes souhaits. Miaou.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Do majeur. Do, c'est là. Pourquoi il y a que deux? Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce piano bizarre là?
There you go.
Pum, pum,
Doesn't that
pum,
make you feel
pum,
happy?
pum, pum.
Like you just want to jump up and down?
Et là, boum, on pousse le
Now,
chat
what
pareil.
about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good.
Elle a
Just
dit
one
si
note
minor et
different.
s'affiche do mineur.
That one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing
Meow.
what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels.
À tes souhaits. Tes pommes.
Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
Miaou. Futur. Richard Bryan.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up.
I'm cheaper than hiring mothers. Trust me. C'est quoi ça? C'est court.
I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know, which I very quickly lost.
Egypt Airlines.
God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful. Where would you want to go? Only
Santorini.
go to one.
Santorini en Grèce ou ça, je pense que c'est le Caire ou Gizeh. La Grèce.
Well,
Choisissez
just
la Grèce.
remember to put on sunscreen.
Philéniste.
Man,
Philéniste,
I gave
pardon.
you some unfortunate genes, didn't I? Luckily, Mom gave you some good ones, so yeah, let's hope they balance each other out.
Je suis en Grèce? Je suis pas en Grèce. Piano! Ah. Où est maman? Maintenant c'est mon piano. My piano. Qu'est-ce qu'elle joué? De Passing Day.
Wait, is that... That's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard?
Pourquoi peu importe où
Are you
j'appuie
hearing
ça
this?
sonne? Parce que là c'est...
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear.
J'appuie sur
mean,
n'importe quoi.
I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant. We need to get him into serious piano lessons.
Yeah, sure, but you know anyone who might be a good teacher for him?
What? I mean, in the city, sure. Not out here, I don't.
I mean, I know someone who might be up to the task. She's very gifted.
Richard, no one in this town knows anything.
C'est toi,
Maybe I'll just
Drognas.
have to do it myself.
Voilà.
Good idea. I think that settles it.
But who's this mysterious woman you're talking about? I hope you're not in love with her.
You know, I really was for a while, but then she revealed herself to be much
Ah non, il parle pas d'elle.
stupider than I thought.
Richard, what are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Mais c'est elle. Ok, il se fout juste de sa gueule. Speed Oh miaou. Vous avez vu, on l'a pas gardé hein. Oh.
Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Miaou.
Don't worry, I already did.
For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Career, il a trop un boulot.
Focus on the interview, honey. I got this.
Miaou. Voyage temporel.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce
ready on my
bordel?
kitchen table. They will literally be on your
Ah,
desk when you
t'es là
get
toi.
in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are
Miaou. Oh, on a pris du galon hein. On a... Moment. Ah c'est bon, c'est parti. Miaou.
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February.
Il poop on
remember?
the table.
You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
Il veut plus jouer.
I guess that's true.
Ah, tu veux jouer?
Don't let it go to your head, but yeah.
Je dessine un chat.
Please let Cat know. It's time to use the litter box, though.
Baby steps. He's got one eye.
Spaghetti bolognaise, lui je sais pas ce qu'il mange. Ou alors c'est la gamelle du chat peut-être. Corporate accountant. Bon bah vas-y on passe le time.
This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit.
S'appelle elle.
You know, my father once told me,
Welcome
when I was
home
about
dad.
your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. I haven't seen him in over 10 years. Can you believe that?
Ah c'est son père.
I wonder if he'll even
Ok.
recognize
On va accueillir son père. Du coup mon grand-père. Bon ouais, on va skipper ça parce que... Clac 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 là. Hein? Allô? 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 On va savoir qui appelle. On ne le saura jamais. Sauf si on attend peut-être. On ne saura jamais qui appelle.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
Yeah bro. Piano piece for children.
Subdivide the time. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. You're off. You're off, Ben. You can't hear that?
Je suis un très mauvais pianiste. C'est stressant les deux métronomes. You're off,
There you go,
Ben.
buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that.
Tiens-la bien. Oh.
Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, L, so we can photograph you.
Turn around, bitch. Bah, tourne.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll be surprised by how much it changes.
Rabat-joie un peu la daronne. Hein. Merde, j'essaie de la prendre en photo, ça juste skip. La cour arrière. Bah, je crois que c'était un poisson. Nuage.
Ernie, buddy,
Ernie!
Ernie.
Oh non, le chat il s'est
Ernie,
barré.
we need you!
Lost cat.
God, L, what
Ah.
if you got eaten by a coyote?
My sinuses would be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
No, I said I'm really worried. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty!
God, honey, I'm worried too.
I know, sweetie.
C'est des bâtards.
Ernie, kid, come to Papa.
On a perdu. Bah l'autre il dit il se fait bouffer et l'autre elle est contente.
This is ridiculous.
What happened last night?
Something's back.
Oh, God.
What?
Well, if he survived that, I don't know how worried we have to be.
Okay, well, let's take this seriously, okay? He has one eye. That means predators can come up on one side of him he doesn't even know. Okay? Let's take this seriously. Ernie!
On a perdu le chat.
So you're
Oh,
saying
yeah.
it's a coincidence that
Yahoo.
it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
Thought I was.
Uh-huh. And that was based on...
Il va bouffer ailleurs ou il est enceinte parce que c'est une femelle?
One more time, sweetie?
Pee hole distance from the butt. If it's further away or something, then it's one or the other.
And what was Ernie's?
Yahoo!
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know.
C'est une femelle.
I didn't think about it. It just happened.
You just happened to
Henriette?
find a stray cat in the alley. We keep it even though I hate cats. And now it just happens to pop out 5 more?
On a plus les sous-titres.
Sorry, I didn't realize you hated cats.
For a professor of signs and symbols, you're really bad at reading them.
Okay, that's funny. That's really witty.
I let us keep him for Benny. And I'm happy about that. But I really can't have 5 cats around the house. It's just not sustainable.
Maman n'aime pas les chats.
He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
No, are you kidding? I love it.
T'es en train de dire que je suis débile? Ça va pas le faire. Hein. Je prends des toffes. Visite australien. Chez dinosaures partout.
Were you able to pick up the new book?
Yes. You know, Italian is a particular interest.
I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah. Got this shit.
Insanely expensive, right?
No, no. Don't put a price on learning.
I mean, they did. And it's exclusively big.
Fast travel. Ah, le retour des trucs cauchemardesques. Cette fois on attend. Est-ce que Henri s'est fait bouffer? On va avoir un screamer dans la gueule si ça continue. Oh putain, j'ai mon nez qui coule. Mais j'attends, mais il se passe rien. Je crois qu'on n'est pas censé savoir ce qui se passe de l'autre côté à chaque fois. J'attends encore 10 petites secondes. Mais je pense que le chat il est en train de se faire bouffer. Ou je sais pas ce qu'il mange dehors.
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex.
Je ne sais pas. Un truc aussi complexe? Pourquoi?
But just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand.
I want to learn.
Listen to him, Richard. I've been listening to him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
I learned the power. No, I become the destroyer of the worlds.
Okay.
Bon, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé derrière la porte horrible?
On each side.
Hop, ils ont les trucs du frigo.
Two washers on each screw. So that means we need 8 washers. We have.
The quiz said find the zero, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I mean, everything is wrong with that.
Je suis nul à chier en maths. J'ai eu un F. C'est nul.
I want that box full by the time I come in there.
Giveaway. Ah, on donne tous les jours?
We're getting rid of it.
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
Ah, j'ai eu des trophées de je sais pas quoi, de piano. Ok, on grandit, on grandit.
This isn't my house. It's not my house.
Right, it's my house. You have 5 minutes to get down, and I'll drive it back and you up there.
You're not my house. You're not.
Petit potager là. Oiseau.
Fall back, you fool. I'll have your head.
La voisine est timbrée.
The cat.
Chloe, come play inside. It's late.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here.
Je prends des photos.
Yes, Mr. Camera Boy. I'm talking to you.
Non, non, non. Non, non, non. I follow you with my camera.
Why are you always out here taking photos?
Je suis un malade.
You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Pas mal.
Chloe!
Oh shoot, I think I gotta go. But, try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm
Ok.
pretty fast, so I don't think you'll be able to. But you can try.
Trop facile.
What the hell? How did he do that?
Je suis trop fort, je t'ai dit. Bon, je prends les gamines en photo. Étrange.
Quiet,
Mais je suis un
everyone.
enfant.
Betty's about to play for us.
Chut. I'm gonna play something.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
No, I mean, what's his field?
It's maritime
J'essaie de lire les
archaeology.
textes, c'est impossible.
Ah, very cool.
But no one really knows what it means.
Unknown legend.
It's kind of one of those professions that stops a dinner party short.
Okay, more wine?
I'll have a little more wine, please.
Man, what a show.
The class is world history.
Trop facile.
My name is Mr. Isaac.
Oh,
The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units.
oui. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
On a la même classe, quelle coïncidence, garde l'esprit qu'on est à l'école. On ne se connaît pas, ne m'adresse pas la
This
parole
is
jamais.
I
Bisous.
want each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space. Okay, now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh, yes, of course. So, those who do not remember the past, repeat the past. That's right,
Kevin.
right?
Indeed it is. Though I'd prefer you to answer without the help of your boyfriend next time. If we do not keep an accurate account
J'ai rien
of
dit,
the
moi.
past, we are destined to embarrass ourselves in all sorts of ways.
Oh bonjour
And
YouTube, il y a un
now,
petit
on
crash.
to what you've all been waiting for. Grades. Assessments, 60%. Those are tests and quizzes. Class work, 20%. That's work we do while at class. Participation, 20%.
Ouais, j'espère que ça va pas bugger
I
aux
will
prochaines
give you a
scènes.
moment to write this all down.
C'est bon?
You broke my no talking rule, but I asked you to, so I guess I'll have to let you live.
Bah ouais, quand même. Attention, on espère que ça crache pas.
I tried to convince your father not to
C'est bon.
buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself. The little guys are pretty cute, though. I will admit that.
Tout à l'heure, c'est resté tout noir.
Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
11 ans. Le virtuose de la musique. C'est quoi ça? Un nouveau conge battant fait son entrée. Enfin, vos conges battants favoris sont prêts au combat sur Playscape. Rejoignez Marcy et ses 4 frères à la recherche de leur mère disparue, la légendaire Reine Conque. Piégez des monstres gluants avec les carapaces 7 du docteur Heb et affrontez-les lors de combats spectaculaires. Quand tout le reste échoue, utilisez votre conscience. Ok. Le gâteau au chocolat. Un peu trop gros. I'm gaming, bro.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail.
J'ai pas d'amis.
Okay, shut up. I really want this one. Maybe I'll use tickle stick.
Shrimp.
Whoa, that's a pretty good drawing. You should draw pictures of more different stuff. Not me, though.
Ok,
I'll
ok.
actually kill you if you try to draw me, and you saw what I'm capable of in your backyard. Benny, why did you draw me? You're not good enough.
Pas cool.
I look so ugly.
Non, t'es pas... Ouais, t'es horrible, mais c'est réaliste, quoi. Je trouve. Bon. J'ai pas peur de la mort, moi.
It's called a magnet school.
Burton.
It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with. You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really, really good at something.
Oh. Escape.
You've had so much trouble making friends at Placo. I want you at a
Placo?
place where people really get you.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition? We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your son is capable of. So, I understand you were a musician yourself. Where did you study?
Oh, Berkeley. But I was in the composition department.
Ah, and who did you study under?
John MacDonald?
I understand he's very difficult.
Yes. Taciturn is the word I used.
Taciturn. Yes. People have described me that way, if you can believe it.
Oh, I would never say that about you.
Thank you. I wouldn't either.
You seem very warm.
Ouais, bof, hein.
Very caring.
C'est très bien fait. Bah oui, je dessine bien. Hein. Qu'est-ce que je dois faire? Ok, il fallait que je clique, mais il n'y avait pas l'icône de... Ça me fait peur, j'ai peur de
As
bugger.
you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it. Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working
mon
in
cœur, il
this
s'emballe,
boring
là.
job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that.
On chiffonne pas, on fait confiance à maman. Même si j'ai l'impression que c'est son rêve refoulé. Today's the first day of the rest of your life.
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
Oui, maman. Je me consacre à la musique.
Oh my god. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
Je me consacre à la musique.
Keep that up. You're sounding really good.
Je vais devenir un artiste déprimé et triste et mélancolique. C'est comme ça que connaissent les artistes. Elle va lui faire la gueule, hein, Chloé.
In the presence of Ma'at,
Mahat.
who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet, and
Hey,
she's got,
Mr.
and
Kid.
yes, that's a she,
Over here.
the head of a crocodile, fur of a lion, see,
Quoi?
and the body of a hippopotamus. Though I would not say that to her face. Now, as you can see, she is ready to devour any of the deceased who do not pass judgment. Sort of like.
Ew, why is he so scared looking?
Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better pick up my call, dude.
Non. Oh oh. Oui. Après que mon père aurait été se coucher, je vais me faufiler dehors et aller dormir sur la plage. Tu veux une invitation? Dessine-moi Monsieur Isaac avec l'air constipé. Pendant les cours, bah ouais. C'est un paquet qui change d'école.
I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, well, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard, Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this is no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
Ok, on fait un...
No, suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please.
Je vais me détruire dans la musique, vous m'entendez? Je veux aucune relation sociale, rien. La musique, c'est ma vie maintenant. On deviendra triste. Je ne serai que mélancolie et tristesse et regret.
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Maestro. Bah, ferme la porte.
Tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
Benny, I say turn the lights off, not just Mom.
La daronne, c'est un peu en mode elle a pas eu la carrière qu'elle voulait, du coup c'est moi qui dois le faire.
Benny, damn it.
Benny, turn the...
C'est bon, c'est coupé. Mélancolie, déception parentale, je ne sais pas. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait, Julie? Elle a un peu de mauvaise influence sur nous, hein. Mais on fait de la musique pour notre mère. Hein. Je ne sais pas. Tu veux qu'on sorte? Tu veux pas qu'on devienne un virtuose de la musique? Ah bah j'ai envie de faire le try to sleep. Elle va nous faire la tronche mais... Allez on dort. Ignorer les distractions du piano. Virtuose. Sauf que c'était impossible de jouer, genre j'avais le même truc mais en 10 fois plus dur.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
Vamos. Prélude de Bach. C'est parti. Ah non, préludium, pardon. Bah, prélude du coup.
He's marvelous. How did you ever train such a young boy to play like that?
Ma vie pour la musique. La voisine folle, hop, finito. Je vais mourir seul, mais ma musique sera éternelle. c'est pas la beauté de la vie.
If he doesn't let you in after that, I'm not even sure I'd want you at that school. And I could tell you were having so much fun up there.
Je m'amuse pas.
You rehearsed enough
Ooh.
that it felt I'm not worried about who you are, Benny.
Vous voyez
I'm
grand,
worried
jouez
about who
fort.
you're
Quoi?
going to become. When we get back, let's make Dad up and go down to the beach. What do you say? I want to celebrate. Smell that air.
Comment ça, voyez
Such a
grand, jouez
beautiful night.
fort? C'est quoi ce bordel? J'ai pas pu cliquer dessus, j'ai pas le temps.
Sounds like you really nailed it, kiddo.
It's not a matter of him nailing it. He sounded like a professional musician at 11 years old.
Now, that's your mother saying that. You know, she doesn't consider kids to be professional musicians.
Because they're not.
What are you talking about?
Performers, yes. Musicians? No, they are not musicians.
Destroyer Tour, Anaheim, July 81. I'm telling you, Ace Frehley was conjuring spirits.
You should have seen the look on that old jerk's face when he realized what he had on his hands.
You think he was impressed?
Richard, his dentures nearly fell out. His mouth was open so wide.
So what? Kid's a prodigy.
I don't like that word. He sounded pretty good. That's all I'll say.
J'ai capté que ça faisait des lettres.
Good goddamn prodigal to me.
How many beers have you had, Richard?
Just enjoy the beautiful night, will you?
Oh, I am. Believe me, I am.
We should do this more often.
Oh, trust me, I know. With summers like this, we should be doing this every night. Why don't we do this every night? How do you know?
Well, I'm sure it's up to us.
I know, but we won't. I know we won't. We're never gonna be as smart as we are right now.
You know, I never told you the tendency of ruining the moment. Cutest way ever.
Yeah, you have.
Là, c'est la traduction qui c'est pas reste ici.
And I'd find you adorable
C'est le ciel qui
if
le dit.
only you didn't piss me off so much.
You hear that, Benny? Our entire relationship distilled into 2 lines. You don't have to open it right now if you don't want to.
What do you mean? Of course he wants to.
I just don't want him to feel pressure.
Sure. Open it whenever you want, sweetie.
Cher Benjamin Breen, merci de votre intérêt pour le Conservatoire de musique de Burton. Le comité des admissions a analysé votre candidature avec soin.
What does it say?
Give him time to read it.
Malgré
Why
la
are you
mission
being silent,
impressionnante,
Ben?
nous
What's it
sommes
say?
navrés de vous annoncer que nous devons refuser votre
Don't
candidature.
pressure him. He'll tell us once he's ready to tell us.
Nous vous souhaitons bonne
That's
chance
the
pour la
main
musique,
thing. It's
pour la
just a
suite de vos aventures
school.
musicales.
It's nothing life or death.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it would have been a great opportunity, but it's nothing life or death at the end of the day.
Je suis un virtuose de la musique. Je n'avais prévu que ça. Ouais, j'aurais su, je serais sorti dehors. Hein.
For a while, just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Je vais vous
There's a
entendre quand même à
small
travers le bureau.
clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo. Okay?
Je vais vous entendre, je suis sûr. Je les entends pas. Je vais mourir. Est-ce que je dois attendre? Où est-ce que je passe? Parce que 5 minutes ça peut être long. Hein. On va passer.
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really...
Ah bah. Où suis-je? Je suis seul. Gardez les yeux ouverts.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux que je fasse? Le surf? Je suis malade. Je suis malade mais je sais pas ce que j'ai. Oh le retour. Bateau. Fini la musique, on va devenir un artiste. Enfin un autre artiste. June.
Hey, B! Dinner's ready!
Balek.
B! You hear
Oh, on est
me?
en train de devenir un autre artiste.
What's he doing?
He's drawing. He's becoming completely obsessed.
Je suis un obsédé. Léopold Museum, Vienne. Ok, je veux. Ok, ok.
Why isn't your son eating with us, Al? No. You know well, ever since
Olé.
What
On
about
va devenir un vrai dessinateur. Mais oui, on va devenir un grand peintre.
He doesn't play much anymore. But you have to see how good he's got at drawing.
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
Yes. Merci, merci.
I really gotta thank you for this, Benny. Emma Bills is so pissed that weird camera kid won over her multiple horse portrait that she literally just left with her dad in tears.
Ah ça, on est redevenu potes avec elle. Oh. Ah la nulos. Petite fleur. Candidature à l'école d'art, question 3. En 2 courts paragraphes, décrivez la raison pour laquelle vous souhaitez suivre une carrière artistique. Je vais juste dessiner. Une tout short paragraphe. C'est malin ça, c'est très très malin ça. Je vais être pris parce que je suis un artiste.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists.
Est-ce qu'on
Although
fait
I've
des
been
fruits?
hired to teach you,
Nature morte?
it's a sham. There is no teaching art.
On peut se le faire.
So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies.
Êtes-vous impressionné, professeur? C'est Whiplash, mais pour le dessin un peu. Pourquoi, je sais pas, personne me parle.
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are.
Je vais devenir un artiste contemporain. Je vais faire de la merde.
It's very zany, very kitsch. Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card artists.
T'aimes pas mon art? Moi je trouve ça génial. Hein. En vrai je voulais faire du réalisme, mais ça n'a pas marché. Ah ah! Je suis en train de développer un style.
There you go, Mr. Brin. Feel each shape. Oh, you fiend!
En train de devenir
I
un,
want you all
un
to take a
artiste.
long look at what Mr. Brin has done here.
Mr. Brain.
You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
C'est joli hein?
You have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Brin. For I fear a talent like these, you may soon be swept away by a whirlwind. It becomes difficult putting one foot in front of the other when they are no longer touching the ground.
Ça c'est de l'art, eh oui. Oui, vous voulez ajouter quelque chose? Non. Moi je voulais faire un style réaliste, mais bon vu que je sais pas dessiner, ça c'est très bien. Ça me correspond plus. Première galerie d'art.
The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
C'est tellement chum.
He's flipped the discourse so thoroughly, I'm actually dizzy.
Moi je trouve ça moche, mais après c'est mon art donc je peux dire ce que je veux.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
This is my heart. A truly masterpiece.
One little thing. A birdie told me that Elba Pressenhuber gave you her card.
I'm drawing only masterpiece.
To cut that card into little pieces and feed it to an alley cat. Elba Pressenhuber is not in the business of the arts. Elba Pressenhuber is in the business of business. And you, child, you are no businessman. You are an artist. Live like one.
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
Un peu quand même hein. You know what? Just fuck off.
Well, look at that. You've crumpled my contract. Whatever you want, kid. Sure, you got talent. But what? Okay, that's it. Get out of my office. You know...
To being a difficult artist, the best of us are.
Je finirai pauvre et mélancolique comme je l'ai toujours rêvé. Santé, mon brave.
Ah, this is divine. So, Now that you've grown your wings, tell me, young master, where will you fly? May I suggest somewhere abroad? This American air can be stifling.
Faut pas qu'on vive comme un riche, faut qu'on vive comme un artiste.
Now what to eat? If we both only get appetizers, I can afford to go Dutch. Otherwise, I thank you for the dinner.
Mangeons, mon roi. On est en Grèce.
Is that oh my god. I think it is. All places.
Je veux faire du réel. Truly just masterpiece. I'm creating masterpiece. I am Benjamin Brin. Bon bah voilà, un rip la musique, hein. On a trouvé notre voix, hein. C'est beau, mais c'est beau.
I bet you're happy you threw that contract in her face now. You didn't sell out, and you still got rich. Oh, but listen to me, Benjamin. Now is the single most important moment in your entire career. Collectors, curators, how we all love a rising star, and how bored we become once it's settled.
C'est mon tableau?
Keep rising.
On a bien fait de jeter son contrat dans sa gueule à l'autre là. Connasse. Allô?
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm going to be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're at such an important moment in your career, and I'm just so proud of you. This is nothing but a little bump in the road for me. I'm going to be fine. Okay? So don't even worry about calling me back. Just letting you know. Okay, Benny. I love you.
Je réponds pas, je suis un artiste. Et tout mon monde va s'écrouler du jour au lendemain.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe was the single thing in the world my wife was most proud of. Her magnum opus, so to speak. I think you all know who I'm talking about. Benny? You ready to come up here?
Ah. Comme ça d'un coup.
Go on, B. Say something.
Je suis timide.
What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
C'est mon padré ça, je suppose. Je sais pas. Ils font peur, wesh.
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to
On n'a pas
people
répondu à son appel en
very
plus.
important
Et elle est
people
décédée.
every day.
Elle a dit qu'elle était
And
malade.
there's one thing that everybody is asking me. What's going on with Benjamin Brin? And what am I supposed to say? That I haven't heard from my star pupil in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous. ridiculous. You are a snake. You're a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin, you're a little tease. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is a genius. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is silent because Benjamin Brain is hard at work creating his greatest work yet. But you are doing nothing! The world has forgotten you, Benjamin! They have moved on! And I have moved on too. You have broken my heart.
Et bah, va te faire enculer. Hop là.
Hey B.
Oh papa.
Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
Ouais, ça devient
Take
bien
whatever you
triste.
want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. Yeah, I think you did the right thing. By the way, she didn't want you to see her like that. She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her. What's that? What's so fascinating, son?
On va redevenir un artiste. Ouais, c'est pas vraiment Elle Fishman. Ah non, je pensais qu'on allait redevenir un pianiste. Hi. Merde, j'ai chié. Musica.
Look.
Oh.
It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
Du téléphone. V. Le passage du jour, inspiré par l'œuvre de sa défunte.
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor. Oh my god, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show.
Et la
It's
sorcière de l'obscurité avec la
unbelievable.
création de cette œuvre.
I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for
Elle est
that.
dorénavant considérée comme une des plus grandes compositrices de son époque. J'ai pas écouté ce qu'elle a dit.
I just can't believe that my entire childhood I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean,
Non,
with
c'est
all
pas
those
V,
little
c'est 5, pardon.
drawings you did.
5e œuvre.
Remember when you still drew my portrait even when I begged you not to?
Oui.
God, you were such a little jerk back then. I kept that drawing, you know? Oh my god, I bet it's worth quite a bit of money now. And your mom. I always heard her playing piano
Quand je
from
deviens un
next door.
artiste.
But I didn't know she wrote the actual music. She was a genius. Like mother, like son, I guess.
Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something? I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot
Qu'est-ce qui se
believe
passe?
my luck.
On est de retour sur le bateau là.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. With all the nobody nothings dying every day, you finally sink your hook into a... Whoa! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one? A jovial child or a solitary one? Hey, not bad.
On était mélancolique.
His childhood was a lonely one. Growing up as a strange, quiet child in an isolated seaside town. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
Elle était comptable, mais dans notre cœur, elle était compositrice.
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion or more like a taskmaster?
Exigeante.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over-demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could.
C'est exactement ça.
And how about that neighbor girl? What was she to you?
Rien
was she your best friend or your first love? Now, be honest here. Don't be bashful, man. You can tell me.
La musique, c'est mon amour.
Music became the only thing he truly cared about. Even more than his best friend Chloe.
Absolument rien.
And although he gave it everything he had, he was
Pour l'instant, je
still
réponds avant même
rejected
que
from
lui
the
réponde et
conservatory
les
his
réponses
mother
concordent.
desperately wanted. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten. Painting.
Painting.
Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumgalls! You mucky fowls! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
On va mourir.
I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're liar birds. They're what becomes of souls who tried to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me.
On n'a pas menti.
Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings. Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one. Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
J'ai peur.
You're a flea-bitten sap, you know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
On a dit la vérité, ouais.
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black
Où est le chat?
muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you. But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning.
On sait pas ce qui s'est passé le soir, on sait pas où est le chat.
I want the truth.
Le téléphone qui sonne.
This ain't a schoolyard staring contest, buddy. Now you best close those beady little eyes of yours.
Ok, bro.
The day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess.
Meow.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy? You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him.
On va enfin savoir ce qui s'est passé, je pense. J'espère que c'est ça.
I might be a work of genius just as I was.
I get all this. We need to move.
C'est ça.
This. Stay here.
Je reste ici.
What did your mother hear on that phone call?
On clique pas des yeux, on joue le jeu. Il y a un timer en bas. On a essayé de savoir, nous, monsieur, mais le jeu ne nous a pas laissé savoir. Attention.
I'm getting it.
J'ai cligné des yeux. Merde,
Hello?
encore.
Yes,
Encore.
of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
Grand-père est mort.
Oh,
I see. She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
You really need to stay in time with. Eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay.
Ok, chef. Miaou.
I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
C'est parti. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé ce soir-là? Il y a du sang, hein. Enfin, en tout cas, il y a un truc rouge, là. Oh là, oui, ça coule. Miaou est mort? Est-ce qu'Henri est mort? Ce qui explique qu'on ne l'a jamais revu après. On va enfin voir ce qui s'est passé. C'est parti.
The death of those cats must have taught you a
Ah, il n'y
terrifying
a pas que
lesson.
Henri du coup.
That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I've been listening to him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win. When we get back,
Tous les
let's
chats
just
sont
get up
fait
and go
bouffer
down
par
to
des
the
coyotes
beach.
du
What
coup.
do you say? I want to celebrate. Smell that air. It's such a beautiful night.
I get all this. We need to move.
Qu'est-ce qu'on a pu louper après? C'était hier.
And I'd find you adorable if only you didn't piss me off so much.
You hear that, Benny? Our entire relationship distilled into 2
Oh,
lines.
come on. I was joking. You never piss me off.
Well, that's a lie.
Listen, I know I can be tough, but you know I'm never actually mad at either one of you, right?
I know you want to stay here, man, but we don't have the time.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking.
Ah ça on n'a pas entendu ce qu'ils ont dit.
Staying engaged.
Try to speak a little softer.
On va dévoiler tous les secrets du jeu.
I mean, what's the point?
What do you mean? What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. It's okay.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon at the top of your lungs.
Ils ont bouffé mes chats.
You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this. I promise. You know what to do.
Faut que je revive l'enterrement là?
Go ahead and blink.
Non, c'est bon.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
Qu'est-ce que je dois faire? Je sais pas ce que je dois faire. Je sais pas ce que je dois skip. Oh.
Try writing with it.
Hi,
Well,
Mom.
hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics.
Je peux plus parler?
Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just
Ça
good at
expliquait
fooling
beaucoup
your
de choses.
dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear. Story of who you're going to become, okay?
La super vie de Benjamin Breen. En mode box, c'était un rêve depuis le début. Là, ça c'est le texte qu'on a fait dire au gars. Child in an isolate seaside. Son enfance fut solitaire, celle d'un enfant étrange et discret dans un petit village côtier isolé. Ça, c'est ce que le pasteur a dit tout à l'heure. Par rapport à ce que je... On écrit tout, on écrit tout. Elle est devenue comptable.
Music became the only thing he truly cared about, even more than his best friend, Chloe. Best friend? Okay, Benny. Is that why you didn't sneak out with me? Why not just tell me? You do realize I waited for you out in the alley for like an hour, right? Ugh. So anyway, back to the story, I guess.
Oops.
He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. Man, you take your doodle seriously. I did not realize, but I respect it.
Désolé, Chloé, sorry.
I respect it. I do.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
Salut Doc. C'est un scanner ça.
You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
« 30 minutes, ça va être long.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do.
Of course, my friend. Mais je sais pas comment te le donner donc. Bon bah rip. Hein.
Can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay.
Maman a pas aimé
Don't worry.
l'histoire.
Just go to bed. I'll talk to you. Hey, B.
T'as pas aimé le texte?
I want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, I think it was just very emotional for her to read.
Et en fait, je suis ni musicien ni peintre, je vais devenir écrivain.
Look at this. His childhood was a lonely one, growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. I mean, I'm certainly bummed you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like Dickens. Really just
Dickens.
Very cool stuff, kiddo.
Victor Hugo, faut
You
savoir.
should be very proud, okay? Okay. Love you, buddy.
Je suis là, hein. Je suis pas là-bas. Hein. La porte. T'as pas aimé mon histoire. Ah. Dépression. Désolé, c'est un petit peu fort, mais pas le choix.
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one.
J'ai appuyé sur le bouton.
Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too.
Allez.
I said screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know, I know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking, just so you don't have to go to school with me, is actually absolutely ridiculous.
Ta
I
gueule.
don't know if you're embarrassed that you didn't come out to the beach with me, so you're avoiding.
Même sans l'entendre, c'est pas très sympa. Hein. Bon, allez hop.
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Wait, is that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Je suis malade et mélancolique. Je suis oxy et tout, là, c'est chaud.
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
Laissez-moi profiter de cet instant. Il y a de plus en plus de machines. Hein. Miaou. T'es en vie, toi. C'est que les enfants qui sont morts. Ou alors j'ai une alu. Je suis complètement sous alu en fait. Je suis complètement défoncé. Je pense. Ah non, il est là.
What are you doing, Al? She's gonna make you sick.
Ah non, il est vivant.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. She's gonna show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay?
I'm getting her a sashimi plate.
Petit chat is back.
What? Think she
Only
more
baby
deserves
cat
Oh, I think
are
you're
dead.
right.
Only babies. Bip bip.
You mean she hasn't been over? Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
J'ai pas fait passer la douleur.
Oh my god, you're You're an idiot.
Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? J'ai pas passé la douleur, mais c'est pas grave.
You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But...
Stay here.
Hey! What are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I want to give you something. But I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is.
Je me fais engueuler.
So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
Qu'est-ce qu'il va me donner? Un Glock? Cher enfant voisin bizarre. You are my best friend. Bisous Chloé. Il y a marqué love, hein, mais c'est pas. You are. C'est super long. Je suis super faible. Il n'arrive pas à boire.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
Ah, it's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
Yes.
I can't breathe.
I know.
It's okay, Benny, I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this clamp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now.
You have to do something. Richard, I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe.
It's okay, Benny, just close your eyes. You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me.
Je suis dead en fait.
I should go get ready.
De la maladie.
Don't worry. We got this. I think.
Je sais pas ce que je dois croire du coup au final. Qu'est-ce qui est vrai, qu'est-ce qui est faux? Je pense que la maladie c'est le truc vrai. Je n'ai jamais été un artiste. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait?
There she is. Wish me luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
Le temps s'est arrêté.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn.
Super vie.
Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
She accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on. You know what to do.
I'm going to the even. C'est parti.
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
Oh. Incroyable. Incroyable. J'ai pas les mots, j'ai un peu les larmes qui montent. On va juste profiter de la musique.
Me 2.0 for you. And when you meet someone
baisse un petit peu comme ça on peut parler par-dessus. Incroyable, je m'attendais vraiment à ce que ça soit triste. Mais c'était de pire en pire. Je me suis dit bon ok, on est musicien, ça marche pas, c'est triste. On devient artiste, ça marche plus, c'est triste. Maman meurt, c'est triste. Et au final, tout ça est faux. Et on est mort, jeune. Enfin, j'ai pas tout je pense que j'ai pas tout compris, mais j'ai l'impression que tout ce qui a été raconté avant, c'est notre histoire inventée. C'est le script que le gamin avait écrit. Et la vraie histoire, c'est que on est resté alité et on est juste tombé malade, quoi. Pour les chats, je pense que c'est vrai. Et les seules choses qui nous avaient vraiment marqué, du coup, c'était l'exigence, je sais pas quoi, les chats qui meurent, le coup de fil du décès du grand-père. Alors qu'au final, il y avait quand même plein de belles choses. Mais waouh, putain, ça m'a rendu un peu, un peu triste. Je sais pas du coup si les choix ont une réelle importance à part pour les succès. Vu que l'histoire, ça doit être la même, c'est-à-dire la vraie histoire, celle où on est alité, les malades. Richard, c'est assez perturbant que la maman s'appelle Hailey, ou je sais pas comment ça se prononce, mais du coup il y a marqué elle. On a l'impression que c'est mode lui parle, elle parle. C'est un peu étrange. Et bah heureusement que d'un côté on n'a pas joué avec la caméra parce que j'ai cligné des yeux 1 milliard de fois et j'aurais été trop frustré de pas avoir la scène complète. Il y a des moments où j'avais envie de rester, il y a des moments où j'avais envie de passer. Et j'aime trop savoir si combien de temps on passe. Le jeu continue. Est-ce que je peux skip? Non. On peut pas skip. Mais j'ai vu qu'il y avait 11 succès, je crois. Donc on a eu Partez en Grèce, je pense qu'on en a un pour aller en Égypte. On a eu le truc virtuose, concentrez-vous sur la musique. Je pense qu'on peut avoir le truc où on se concentre sur notre relation avec Chloé. Enfin, je regarde. Vu qu'il y a un système de chapitrage, ça doit être assez facile à faire, les succès. Excusez-moi. Voir si vraiment on peut devenir un sale gosse. Et notre mère à nous renie parce qu'on n'aime plus la musique. J'ai décidé de garder tous les objets aussi, c'était un peu con de ma part. Très bon jeu, ouais. Bah en fait, je comptais le faire la semaine prochaine, mais je me suis dit, bon allez, on le fait aujourd'hui. J'en attendais pas grand chose. Quand j'ai lu les avis, j'ai fait putain, si c'est triste et tout, ça va être horrible. Horrible dans le sens, j'avais pas envie d'être d'être hyper triste en stream. Mais ça va, c'est juste ce qu'il faut pour que ce soit... je pense que les musiques jouent pour beaucoup. Il y a plein de scènes où c'était assez triste et ça allait, et boum, il te balançait la musique et tu faisais... Puis à la fin, vous voyez pas, mais j'étais avec ma souris là quand on était malade. Je faisais des mouvements comme ça avec ma souris, genre je la déplaçais au moins 10 fois pour faire 1 cm, c'était un enfer. Du coup, on ressentait bien qu'on... Moi je sentais qu'on allait crever parce que c'était de pire en pire la souris. Ça nous fait une grosse VOD de 2h, je pense qu'on va faire 2h10, quelque chose comme ça. Puisque j'aurai les 1 minute, 2 minutes de crash que j'essaierai d'enlever pour que il n'y ait pas de coupure pour YouTube, pas trop de coupure brute, que YouTube fixe pas. Je suis bien dedans et d'un seul coup, crash, chapitre. Et là, on est plus dedans. On était très faible, bah, on était faible de ouf. Puis en plus, la plupart du temps, j'appuyais pas sur le bouton, je prenais mes médicaments. Mais... Thanks for playing, no problem, bro. Je remonte un petit peu le son. Tac. Est-ce qu'il y a une scène? Je vais remettre mes lunettes parce que ça va mieux. Je suis moins triste. Écran noir, à l'aide. Poutiche. Chapitre. La vérité, la douleur. Bon bah on n'a pas fait avec la caméra, je pense qu'il y en a qui vont peut-être un petit peu déçus parce que c'est le but du jeu, de jouer avec la caméra. Au début je regrettais un peu, après avoir fini le jeu là je regrette pas du tout parce que ça nous a permis de vraiment timer ce qu'on voulait, profiter de la scène le temps qu'on voulait, donc moi ça me va, je préfère comme ça. Donc YouTube, je vous remercie d'avoir suivi cette aventure avec moi, si vous êtes arrivé jusque là. Sinon si vous débarquez qu'à la fin je vous conseille de faire le jeu, de faire les différents choix de votre côté. Et juste waouh, le jeu est incroyable, il vaut 3 € sur Steam, donc vraiment foncez. Même si vous voulez, je ne sais pas, changer les tout petits choix ou même refaire la même aventure que moi, et pour la vivre vous-même, avoir votre rythme, avec la musique dans vos oreilles sans qu'il y ait ma voix qui parle par-dessus. Et je vous le conseille. A bientôt YouTube, prenez soin de vous, et bye bye.